Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper and this is another video on Raid Shadow Legends, and today we got to talk about the other pink elephant in the room. I'm sure you've all heard of it, but if you haven't, N1 Cartman. So here's the synopsis of what happened. He was on stream, opened up 300 ancient shards, did not get Dracomorph during the 10 times chance to pull Dracomorph. Because he did this, he was pissed. Blew up. Started making demands. Started saying, "Hey, I'm not going to stream anymore. I'm going to stream other stuff. I'm not going to play this game. I'm not going to take any of my donations and spend it on this. I'm not going to tell my audience to play this game, etc." Basically, had a tantrum. Now we've all done that before, so I don't hold that against him. Well, Plarium listened, and Plarium gave him his Dracomorph that he demanded. And just from what I understand, he did this, and then he was playing Hearthstone, I don't know for how long, but then he logged back in and it was there. Now, what I would think happened is, why would you be playing Hearthstone and suddenly jump in? If this is one continuous stream, someone obviously told you, "Hey, look in your account. You're welcome." In which case, I have an opinion about that in a second. So that's the basics of the story. Then Plarium came out and actually said that they were giving it because of his accomplishment at beating faction wars, which is suspect at best. If it is the truth, then timing's shitty. Send him an email, say, "Hey, look, we'll take care of you, but we can't take care of you now because you just literally tried to hold us ransom, and that's not going to look good for us, and the game's more important than you." So that isn't what happened. They gave it to him. They said nothing for a day. Then they come out with this garbage excuse saying that it was about faction wars and we were going to make a champion for him to honor him, and that fell through. So instead, we're giving him this. I don't know. Sounds like shenanigans to me. Anyway, I have three things I want to think about this, and the optics from the company standpoint, the optics from Cartman's standpoint, and the community at large. So first, let's go with the easy one, Plarium. You dumb. You idiots. You done messed up. It's not a shock. You do it all the time. Absolutely doing it and then ignoring it and then offering a completely transparent bullshit excuse for it. Not good. There are so many ways you could have handled this. First, you could have told him, "Look, we will take care of you. Please hold. Settle down. Let the dust clear. We'll give it to you." Which is stupid, not my suggestion, but would have been handled better than they did. Second, they could have just said no, which is probably how they should have. But like, look at the math, man. 300 ancients ain't that big. Look at all the champions you do have. Look at your account. Settle down. I understand you're pissed, but we don't cater to demands. It'll be sad to see you go. You're an amazing content creator for you. You're an absolute herald amongst us at Plarium. We marvel in what you've been able to. You were the first platinum tier winner. You're the first one to do faction wars, but that doesn't mean you get to start making demands. Third, someone made the decision to do it. Can't be undone. You could have come out and said, "Look, in the past, for content providers, we have given a free legendary. This is not precedent. This is not new. We have done this for Chosen. We have done this for Kizzle. We have done this for Stu, Darth Micro." I think those are the 4 others that have done it. Maybe there was more. They were kind of the first set of sponsored Plarium content providers. I know there are others in the meantime since then. I'm pretty sure RTZ and VertiR and probably others, probably Hell Hey. I don't know. I don't talk to the rest of them a lot, so I don't know. But they could have said that. Look, we've done this in the past. Now, at the time, we decided that this was not the best way to go forward for the game and for the good of the game, so we stopped doing it. However, in review of what we have and the fact that we have 4 English-speaking content providers, and we do not have content providers for many of the other major markets of which we have a large player base, we've decided that it is in our best interest from a marketing standpoint and a company standpoint to take care of one of the great content providers from the Eurasian side of the world, Russia, who services not just Russia, but the greater Baltic, really. Like anyone who speaks, I don't know exactly how close the dialects are, but my understanding, all my Ukrainian relatives all speak Russian, Ukrainian, both. So I don't know how close they are, but I mean, certainly there's a large number of people that he represents when he creates his content, and I can perfectly understand them coming up with that as the reason. And if that was the reason, I would have been like, sounds suspect, but you know what? Whatever. I'm sure. right? They've done it before, so it's not like they're covering up the first person ever to do this for. So that's how they could have handled it. They didn't. They handled it poorly, and honestly, I don't know how. We'll discuss at the end maybe how I think they can make Resolve, and how I think they will make Resolve. So that's from Plarium's standpoint. The second standpoint is from Cartman. Now, when I first heard it, I didn't blame Cartman. I didn't give him any ill will. After thinking about it for some time, I'm a little less forgiving of him of it. And let me tell you why. There's a couple of reasons. First off, if this is indeed how it happened, and you were given a little bit of a whisper in the ear, maybe on Discord or whatever, saying, hey, we took care of you, look in your account. Don't open your account on stream. Like, don't be an effing idiot. Like, don't. Someone says we took care of you. You open it up on the side. You see Dracomorph. You go, holy shit. They listened to me. They took care of me. You wait a bit. And then you go, oh shit, guys, look what just happened. I spazzed out. As you saw me, I went full postal. I bought another 100 pack because that's how much of an idiot and addict that I am. And I just pulled Dracomorph. So the riot is off. That's all I ever wanted was him. I got him. He's in my account. Just to let you know. Boom. Just shut up. Just take the gift and shut up. Or if you want to make a spectacle of it, because you know that there's no good spectacle you can make of this. There's no good way that this is going to come back. This is all bad. All bad. The optics are all bad. You take a stand. You say, no, I don't want it. I don't want this. This isn't how I want it. I was mad. I was stupid. I was venting. Don't just give it to me. Get rid of it, because that's not right. And then you send a quick email going, look, the optics of this are shit for both of us. Don't do this because it's going to make me absolutely... They're going to burn me at the stake for this. Please delete it. And if you want to give me something later, we'll talk. That is how you handle the situation. He didn't. I don't know. I don't speak Russian. He seems like a really good dude otherwise. He seems pretty reasonable spoken. He's jumped into English chat. He's done a video with Chosen. And he seems like a good dude. So I can give him the benefit of the doubt. But it was in my opinion, it's a bad choice in how he handled it. Third is from the community perspective. Now, the community's pissed, and they're all demanding this, demanding that. Look, you're not going to get it. And frankly, you don't have right to demand from this perspective. If you think you're all getting a champion because of this, you're not. You're not. Maybe if you're Hell Hades, maybe if you're there's a couple other. I'm trying to think. I stumbled upon these guys suddenly. I'm like, hey, there's a raid content provider that has 40,000 viewers. How did this happen? If you're one of them, maybe you can side channel it and go, well, you know what? This leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe you can take care of me. But for most of us, we haven't. If you're a whale, if you spent tens of thousands of dollars and you've done a lot of things in here, maybe you have a case. But most of us, we're just angry, and it's a matter of principle. So from a expectation point of view, you have no right. I'm sorry, but from a matter of principle, we all have a right. And I don't know what the answer is. Do we stop? There's no way you can stop people from spending money in this game to really make a difference and make Plarium listen. So I don't know what the answer is, but I think we have every right to be indignant from the perspective of a matter of principle. Is that if you give this to one person, whether that person is here or here, you got to take care of everyone. And it's stupid that you're not. So, from the community perspective, the demands of a legendary, wake up. But from the matter of perspective, the matter of principle, that you've created this stupid precedent, you made the mistake, what are you going to do to fix it? I think we have every right to ask those questions and hold them accountable somehow. What that somehow is, I'd love to find out. If there's a way that we can, definitely do it. I know you say don't play, but not enough of us watch YouTube, Twitch, and the stream or the Discord to really make that a dent. But hopefully something will happen. Now, also, keep in mind, this is one champion on one account. So from a matter of perspective that it somehow affects you, it doesn't. I did watch other streamers, YouTube content creators, say that, well, maybe it does. But honestly, I don't think it does. I really don't. I think that every one of the top tier players in this game can win any one of the tournaments if they put enough money into it. It's about money, not about enough champions because they have enough champions. Draco's an amazing god tier champion, don't get me wrong, but even my free-to-play account has Venus, who arguably can do similar things and better in some areas than even Draco can. So yeah, I get it, but it's probably not the be-all end-all. So I don't think, I think just in the grand scheme of things, it's a drop in the bucket. It's not going to affect the game. It's just, again, a matter of principle, a matter of an ethical treatment of your player base, right? So what do I think they should do, and what do I think they're going to do? I think they're going to do nothing. I think they're going, this is what they've done. They put a statement out, and they're going to hope it blows over. I don't think it's going to blow over. Eventually it will, because, well, that's the way humanity has been in the internet age, is we tend to just jump on the latest train and get really angry and indignant about it until the next one comes along, and then we forget all about that one. Which is unfortunate, because I think this is something that, this is a beyond the line mess up for them, and I really hope that they do better. What do I think they should do? Well, to me, you can't give everyone a legendary. I think that's ridiculous expectation. I wouldn't expect it. But you can give everyone expectation, or the possibility. So I tell you, if you give 200 energy and a clan boss key, don't. If that's your thought, oh, we're sorry, here's that, don't. I don't think you will, but if you're thinking of it, don't. That's like putting a band-aid on a gushing open wound. And it's insulting at that point. It's insulting. That's like the guy who's like, I'm first aid trained, comes with a band-aid, and you've got your arm cut off. Like, you just want to punch the guy, and you're pissed because you can't punch the guy because your arm's cut off. So it's like a double whammy, right? So what do I think they should do? I don't think one sacred would be enough. I think you offer 3 sacreds, right? There is a nominal value. You've created that value of 3 sacreds in the game, and you've created it right here. Actually, it's right here. 3 sacreds in the game is worth about the $99 when you get the gems and the 1.5 million silver, 750 gems at one point. You can figure out that. So maybe it's $30, $25 a thing. So you've created the value of a sacred shard. Did I say gem? Sacred shard. But it has 0 monetary worth. So what better way is to say, here's $100. Give us this pack. Say, you know what? And this is Canadian funds. Obviously, it's what, $69.99 US. Figure it out. Get to your local thing. To me, that's like, holy shit! They gave us $70. They gave us $100, whatever it is in yours, to say, sorry, we made an error in judgment, and we want to make good, and this is how we're making good. But to them, it cost them nothing. And if you think that 3 sacreds are going to somehow ruin their balance sheet, there's been clan boss hopping ever since the Unkillable comp, and probably months before it became public. So 4 months, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, there's been clan hopping and Unkillable, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 clan bosses a day in some of these. Think of the number of sacred shards that have been through not an exploit, but through a loophole in the system, have been garnered by hundreds, thousands of people who have hundreds. I saw an account that 100 sacred shards, and not one of them bought. So minus the, okay, you get one a month. You get, I'm guessing they're in-game content, so they probably don't get one from any of the challenges. So it's the 1 a month free. Maybe you get one every 10 days, every 15 days normally, and then boom, no. This particular case, they have 100. So giving me 3 of these would not imbalance the game. Giving me this pack wouldn't imbalance your spreadsheet, but it would certainly rebuild a whole lot of goodwill that you have broken, some trust you have broken. You guys have done a lot of things, but I've been like, you know what? They're a company. We don't hold the expectation of rights. We know what they haven't surprised us. So why are you getting angry now? This is one of those times when they have surprised me, and I distrust them more than I did. This is a visible change in my trust level with this company, because now I think, did they give it to him because he's Russian? And that's not fair to him or them. Did they give it to him because he spends tens of thousands of dollars, even though it's been proven that whales burn out in games way quicker than a small spender. Way quicker. I will play this game 2, 3, 4 times as long as a whale, because the whale will get bored because they've ended the game quicker than everyone else, and then they'll move on. It's like a consume and move on. I won't, because I haven't consumed everything. I still have a lot to go with my team. So if they ever ask me, which they won't, they don't even know who I am. Although, Serla, if you do happen to watch this, I know I put Stu's name on it. I drew that. That was my picture of you on behalf of him. I used him as a pen. He's a pen name for me because I didn't want to show my true talents and have to deal with the repercussions of being such a talented artist. Anyway, so I mean, that's what I got. Maybe you guys agree, maybe you don't disagree. Leave the comments down below. What do you think would be fair and equitable to deal with this? Are you pissed? Do you care? Do you care about Cartman's reaction to it? Do you care about the community reaction? Do you think Plarium will ever pull their heads out of their asses? Let me know. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and notify and share it with all your friends. If you didn't like it, still share it with all your friends. I don't know. Hey, a view is a view. If you liking it to laugh at me or liking it to applaud, I don't care. Also, all month long, all my videos, I'll be featuring this hat, as I talked about in my last video. It is Be Kind. This is in honor of the February 27th Anti-Bully Day. It is something that started in Canada over in Nova Scotia, and it's been a huge thing. Basically, the quick rundown is a kid was being bullied for wearing a pink shirt. So a couple of classmates, in an effort that absolutely warms my heart and makes me feel good about humanity again, bought 50 pink shirts, distributed amongst all their friends, and wore them the next day because they made a stand saying it's not okay to bully. And in schools, as we've all gone through, is a tough place to be. And anytime I see something like that, it just makes me feel good about humanity and that we have an opportunity. So these are sold at where I work. I work at London Drugs, store manager at London Drugs. We sell these for $10, all proceeds going to various different anti-bully campaigns. And February 27th is the official pink t-shirt day, is what we are celebrating, but it's part of the overall anti-bully campaign in Canada, and I think it's been taken on by other areas in the world. If it isn't in your area, feel free, pinktshirtday.ca. I'm sure they can contact the organizers and get involved. Talk to your local congressman, representative, or whatever have you, and get it, because it's very few times that I truly believe in a cause, and I believe that we can make a difference. And this is one of those times. So if you like it, I'll leave a link in the description down below about more information about Pink T-Shirt Day and how you can support it yourself. Thank you. Have a good evening and keep your stick on the ice. Don't eat yellow snow.